Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Coach Samuel. I hope you are doing well as well as your families. So, today, early morning, I'm so happy to talk about an environmental conservation initiative. And I believe today we'll have a lesson, or today we'll have something to put in mind to provide or establish for our planet such that we can make a difference. So my main issue today is all going to be about Young Environment Conservation Initiative, as we recently updated you that we are highly looking for a plot of land where we are going to establish our permaculture demonstrations, our environmental demonstrations. Yeah, it's our main goal this January. So we are having a target because we had got a piece of land which we are to buy, but since we had already sent all made posts that we are having limited support, we are having no sponsors, we are having no one to help at this moment. Africa wise, it has been difficult for us to be funded by the community members because we tried that method to move around the community members who are able to support this initiative, but it has been 100% down. So I came with an idea and I shared it with the Young Environment Conservation members that let's write posts, let's write messages to our friends internationally, and I hope that this would help us achieve our goal, aim, and the vision. So this January, it's when we received the news from the owners of the land that if we don't at least pay a half of the funds that is required for our piece of land, then he will be able to look for other people to buy the land. So it's where I came up to write the posts, messages to help us, if possible, make this at least a half of the funds that are required for that piece of land, such that we can secure it. So our main target or our main goal is to look for those funds that are required at this moment, because we were given this January to make our first payment, and it's our struggle now. It's environmental conservationist struggles and farmers around the world to help us achieve this. What are we going to use this land if it is now achieved to Young Environment Conservation Initiative organization as the headquarters? For now, it is going to be so much helpful workshops, training sessions. It's where we are going to establish all farming projects and environmental conservation projects. Actually, it's going to be our base site where, like, people who are to volunteer us, people who are to coordinate or to partner with us, if they are able to travel from their respective countries to here, it's where our sites are going to be. It's where our headquarters are going to be. So if this piece of land is achieved, it's going to be so much helpful. It's where international professional farmers are going to be reaching directly to carry out their trainings, their practical work while teaching schools and communities, because the schools are going to be open soonly. So we are having 3 weeks for the schools to open. So if we are given this period of time, I believe we can make it. So sometimes it worries me. Sometimes I believe that people may think that the projects are not taking place, which is not right. I know since we began these projects, we've been getting negative feedbacks, yet we are also getting what? Positive feedbacks, which is giving us courage and strengthening us to move forward. If we don't get discouragement, if we don't get people to empower us, sometimes it's difficult, but it's now. Please help us make this a reality. I'm so thankful for the people who are able to not use their little money. They dedicate themselves to fund to our target or to our mission. It's really something that we appreciate and we value as well as we respect. One of the persons said that it's hard to be with nothing, but if you help someone with a little, it's not because that you have much, but it's because you remember. Because everyone that is having something, there is the foundation that you became from. So whenever someone requests you, sometimes it's something bad, you all know the foundation you came in. That's why it is always all you know how bad to be with nothing. That's why we came up as young environmental conservationists to fight hard to have our demonstration site, because the renting has been so high for this session, yet schools are going to begin, much materials are going to be bought, so there are so very many things. But if we are targeting, or if we are having a goal to purchase at least, or to make our first payment, then that's surely the piece of land that is going to be so much important, so much helpful for our future coming projects. So in other words, I call upon for your support in this difficult time. However much people sometimes donate, sometimes they share, sometimes they make positive comments, which is so much helpful for our success, for our goal. One person said that perseverance for success. There are some people that have dedicated themselves from the beginning of the organization up to now, which is so much that we appreciate. So in other words, we are thanking you and we are really appreciating your strength. However much some people may not be able to come physically see the projects that we are doing, but we assure you that these projects are taking place in groundwork, as well as teaching more youth to practice. If the trees are planted, like last year we received a vista from United States and we were able to plant some trees, but that inspired many young people that if I go back, I'm going to plant this type of fruit trees. So those inspirations, the great support, it's what we value now, because we are learning from the most of high growing countries. We are adopting their knowledge to bring it here in Africa, and I believe if we adopt that, it's going to be so much impactful to young people and to the future generation. So as I told you that we are having a goal, please help us make this a reality. I know sometimes it's always hard, and a person may donate 50 euros or $50. That's a great support and a great contribution, but we are having a goal. Please, this January is going to be our only target to secure what we have been planning for months, for a year, because this is not going to stop here, but it's going to stay for so many years while changing our environment, changing youth minds, while changing students, which are going to be the healers of our planet for the future times to come. So I myself, I call upon you. Young environmental conservationists are calling upon you. However much that I'm on behalf of them, please come and support us. Our humble request, please endeavor to move with us. It's always hard. It's always not always good to always have a moving or a growing projects, and sometimes it is slowed down by some people. We have been getting the negative feedbacks, negative comments, but we assure you that we are not ready to give up, but we are ready to move forward. However much sometimes things face challenges, we are eager to learn from new people. We are eager to connect from new people, and we are always eager to move with the good ideas that can protect our environment, that can teach the people we are living with. It has been a brilliant morning from Uganda to share this information, and I believe people will feel so touched on this, and they will help us make our aim and our goal a reality to people's minds, to share our campaign such that we can contribute something, however much little to you, but to us who are making a difference on our planet is very big, is a very big step ahead. So if we all combine our powers, if we all work together, surely I believe, and we all believe, that this is something small that we can do. Our planet, people around Europe, people around United States are fighting. We are not the one fighting alone, but people around the world are fighting. But if they are fighting in Europe, in United States, in Asia, and also in Africa, we are fighting, then that's a step forward for healing our planet. So please, we are requesting for your kind support in this difficult time. Our campaign right now is having 442 US dollars, and right now we need 3,000 US dollars at least to pay a half of the funds that we are required to pay for that piece of land that we specialized. So we are kindly requesting you to support us. It has been a time for us to focus. It has been a long time when we have been talking about these things, but we want to make this happen. Our dear friends, it's sometimes difficult to young people like me when we stand focused, but some people let us down. It's always a distress to us and our minds, but I assure you that as the co-founder of Young Environmental Conservation, I'm not ready to fall down, but I'm ready to move upwards. I will always be sharing you updates on our projects, how the things are going, but I'm assuring you this month we have to make our first payment for the specialized piece of land that we got. This chance, we cannot leave it behind. It's our target now. It's our time now. Let's stay focused in your respective places. If you get a chance to plant a tree that is healing to our planet, if you get a chance to go to the garden that's healing bodies, healing people in the community, let's embrace farming projects, let's embrace environmental conservation projects. Hope they will help us, they will help our future generation, and I believe they will help us all. Empowering youth, protecting our environment, empowering elders, protecting our environment, empowering young people, protecting the environment, empowering all of us, protecting our environment. Thank you so much for the people who are able to watch, and thank you so much for the people who are able to give us positive feedbacks, and also thank you so much for the people who are giving us negative feedback, which are strengthening us. Whenever you give us negative feedback, it gives us strength and also courage to stand and say, we are not ready to give up on our mission. So thank you so much. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon wherever you are. But we are still focusing on our goal. One of the wise people say that we may not aim at stealing, but we may be able at establishing new things. Innovations, creativity, and problem solving is something that we are good at inserting in young people who are to change the world. So I'm so happy, and allow me say goodbye. I believe this information is going to be so much helpful to people around the world, to big organizations which are able to support not even young environmental conservation organization, but other starving organizations in the world. You may not support us, but if you are able to support other organizations which are doing farming projects and environmental conservation projects, that is much appreciated, because we are all having one target: promoting environmental conservation and farming projects. So we call upon you to support, whether it's an individual, whether it's an organization, to support farming projects around the world, environmental conservation around the world, which is going to heal our planet. I believe this will make a big change and impact to our lives, our families, and our future generation. Thank you so much. Have a good and a brilliant day. Bye bye.